Just waiting on the second pick now. So M19, they did have a decent game early in the last match, but Team Empire were just a little bit too much for them once the team fight came online from Team Empire. There was nothing M19 could do to really catch up. They did take a couple of good fights, but just couldn't break the base, and in the end, Empire just brute forced it out and ended up winning the game. So Gyrocopter, Clockwork going to be the next couple of picks. The bans, it's going to be the Shadow Fiend. And M19, what do they want to be banning? What do they not want to be playing up against?
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Empire's turn to ban.
They ban out the Night Stalker. Okay, I guess M19 just not wanted to be giving that back to Maposhka. It is a great hero. Extremely strong once he gets to about level 6 or 7 in the second night and can start roaming and help for the kills. Silence lasts like 7 seconds. So AM's going to be the ban by Team Empire. I think they'll be picking up a Storm Spirit here. As LC is going to be the ban from M19. Don't want to be playing up against that again. It wasn't the quickest duels, but once the duel started to get rolling, Ghostic did pick up a few of those.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So Empire
Dire team
pick themselves up the Sand King. Potentially in that position 4, though, can be the position 3 if they want to go for something like a Disruptor to go with the Witch Doctor Gyrocopter Sand King combo. Though 3 Sand King has run out of favour a little bit,
10 seconds
it still gets played from time to time.
5 seconds remaining.
M19. Mirana is still there if that's something Pikachu wants to be playing on. It's going to be the Ancient Apparition. Goes well with the Beastmaster and the Clockwork. You can get the hook into the cogs, into the Ice Blast, and even the roar into the Ice Blast if you can time it right. The Cold Feet as well. Anyone that gets caught in the cogs will be frozen up for a few seconds after that. And M19.
10 seconds remaining.
Once again, trying to go for a very control-oriented team fight.
Remaining.
Empire
Dire team
pick themselves up the puck, so it's going to be the puck mid lane and not the Storm Spirit like I thought it might have been. So I guess Empire just ban out the Anti-Mage because they don't like Anti-Mage, which is a good strat because it's a god-awful hero to play against.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I think they're going to pick up, they've got the 4 and the 5. I think that's going to be a Roman Clockwork, Ancient Apparition playing the hardcore support, Beastmaster in the off lane. Really gets strong once he hits the level 4 Boar talent, being able to support a push all on his own, just with Necrobucks as well as that talent, skill. Just because the random neutral creeps, it just makes the Beastmaster have like 6 or 7 units under his control that he can use to push down towers.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So the last bands coming out from Empire and 19, and I'm not entirely sure what these lanes are. coming out from 19. They've got themselves a Nyx Assassin. Is it going to be a mid-Nyx up against the puck? Maybe he goes for a heavy mana burn build. Meanwhile, Empire have a little bit more of a standard lineup with the Witch Doctor and Sand King as supports, Gyrocopter in the safe lane, Puck in the mid, and just looking to pick up their last hero, which should be the offlaner. An M19, I'm assuming it's going to be a position 1 they're looking for. And with 46 seconds left on the reserve time, Empire need to be quick about this last ban then pick up. They do have the last pick though, so we're able to react to anything that M19 does pick up. They ban the Faceless Void, which would have been great with the Ancient Apparition Nyx Assassin combo, being able to impale from outside the Chronosphere with the Ice Blast as well. Even the Roar and the Axes to follow up from the Chronosphere.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So, M19 with their last ban, again it's got to be a position 3 they've got to be looking towards. A hero that they don't want to be playing up against, which could be, oh no, Doom is ban out, the Brewmaster's been ban out, LC's been banned. I mean, depending on if anyone on Empire plays it, they still have the chance to go for something like the Lone Druid, maybe. Something like a Magnus to help with the combination of the Epicenter cooldown, as well as the Dream Call from the Puck. Could be a good setup for that if they want to go for the Magnus offlane.
Dire team pick.
They ban out the Storm Spirit though, thinking this might be an offlane Puck.
Seconds remaining.
So M19 with just over 40 seconds to think about this last pickup.
5 seconds remaining.
And I wonder what they want to go for. Bloodseeker's available if they want to run that to position 1. Sven, Tiny. 2 heroes that have been awfully popular as of late. Well, Sven's been popular since like for the past 3 or 4 months. Even something like a Chaos Knight that seems to pop up from time to time. Again, adds to the lockdown that M19 have. It could go great with an Ancient Apparition Clockwork lane. They pick up the Medusa though. Yeah, okay. Really strong hero. Got stronger in 7.07, I do believe. Offers, well, comes online a lot quicker than what she used to. Used to be just this late game hero, now it's the mid to late game with the bouncing snake, the amount of damage she can put out as well. So Empire, what do they want? They've got themselves 10 seconds left.
Phantom you may now select your heroes.
What? Okay, this is completely reacting to the Medusa pick, I think. Ghostic's going to be picking up the Puck in the offlane, Maposhka on the Sand King, Vanskor on the Witch Doctor, FN, 99% chance he's picking up that Phantom Lancer. And Silent on the Gyrocopter. Just waiting for them to sort the lanes. Is M19, yeah, FN picks up the Phantom Lancer, Silent on the Gyrocopter, Blizzy on the Beastmaster, Yume on the Nyx Assassin. It looks like Pikachu What does Pikachu pick up here? Because it's not going to be...
10 seconds remaining.
What are these lanes?
5 seconds remaining.
Is it a mid-AA? It's going to be Nyx on the Ancient Apparition. Okay, so we're going for that core position 1 Ancient Apparition. Pikachu on the Medusa mid, Yume on the Nyx Assassin, and Muriel picking up the Clockwork. Well, it's something that barely ever happens, but we're going to see it today in M19 versus Team Empire, the Carry Ancient Apparition. So hold on to your butts, we're about to get into the second game of the Group B finals. Winner goes through to play up against Vega Squadron on the 28th. And we have ourselves a carry Ancient Apparition as long as no one does any changes. Let's keep an eye just to make sure there isn't any shenanigans. Yeah, we get ourselves a pause. Hopefully it won't be 20 minutes like the last game. Everybody's picked up their items, or everybody on the side of Empire looking to pick up. So, the rotations come through, everyone's got their items, and the pause is going to be lifted as we get ourselves underway. Silent and Vantico moving themselves down to the bot lane, so we're not going to see the big 4-man smoke from M19 this time. Clockwork coming around the back, but Blizzy is in close with Silent. Silent's just going to see him, and both heroes just turn themselves away and go for the walk away. So Ghost got himself 10 tangos, so the regen is definitely there. Yeah, and everybody's stacking up. It looks like it's just going to be standard runes this time.
The battle begins.
Blizzy walks himself up and gets himself the bottom, but the trade is there, as Ghostic does get the Dyer's top. And our mid lane, it is going to be FN up against the... Okay, Muriel swap around, yeah, Pikachu's on the Beastmaster. Let's take a look at this. So Muriel swapped to the Ancient Apparition, Yumi's on the Nyx Assassin, Pikachu on the Beastmaster, Blizzy on the Clockwork, and Nyx on the Medusa. Just reacting to that Phantom Lancer pickup, it looks like, as there's going to be a Coconut drop. This could be First Blood. The axes are flying out, but Muriel getting pretty low. There's a Phantom Lance. It's going to be FN that draws the First Blood.
First blood. And our great friend died.
And then pops. The axes fly through, cancelling the salve. But Coconut's doing work, and Muriel got locked down and killed off by FN. So meanwhile on the top lane, Yumi rotates around. He's got the level 1 mana burn. Ghosty going to be taking a lot of harass from this, but he's got the tangos to keep himself healthy. Mid lane once again. Was that another salve coming out? It looks like it was a second salve coming out for FN, just to keep himself healthy if he needs to. Meanwhile bot lane, it's going to be Silent up against Blizzy solo it looks like, and Blizzy not having the best of times. Even though he should just be able to sit in lane and soak this experience, maybe not get the last hits, but with Gyrocopter's low attack range, he's getting all the denies though. Mid lane once again, FN just putting a little bit of harass onto Muriel. As now, the rotation from Aposhka and Yume, they're going to find each other in the river. It's level 2 onto Yume, so he does have that impale if he needs to use it. Picks himself up the room, moves himself back, bot lane, Silent. Getting the right clicks onto Blizzy once again. As far as regen goes, Clockwork still has 5, so must have taken 10 tangos himself. As mid Muriel. Axes fly through, FN just catches the back end of them and then moves himself away.
Where's my pension?
But with Muriel here in the mid lane, FN is going to be picking up the XP. He doesn't seem too bothered about the two heroes. Now on the bot, the cogs come out, so Silent in a little bit of trouble, doesn't have the mana now for the Rocket Barrage. This could be a kill going the way of M19. Oof. Just gets himself into the trees in time. Blizzy can't finish off the kill, and Vanskar rotates in with the heal just to keep Silent a little bit healthy. Meanwhile back in the mid lane, FN forced up to his tower now. He's got himself 2 points into the Phantom Lance, so he should be able to do a decent amount of burst damage to Pikachu if Pikachu just keeps carrying on coming forwards. Back on the bot lane, there's going to be the Coconut bouncing around again. Again, only level 1 on the Paralyzing Cask, so it's only 2 bounces. Ghosty Cup on the top, but bot lane, Blizzy's not being scared off. Just keeps coming forward against Silent, and Silent keeping levels, so that's pretty good for the Clockwork. Meanwhile, again, mid lane, the harass comes out, FN throwing the Phantom Lances, Pikachu throwing the axes. Yume and Maposhka, they just keep meeting in the river, I guess, just trying to scare each other away. Go for the runes. There's going to be FN getting pretty low. Tries to go for the dodge. And what regen does he have? Only has himself a Fairy Fire. So Pikachu with the board doing a lot of damage. Vanskar brings FN his bottle. There's going to be the cask coming through, as well as the Phantom Lance coming out from FN, but the damage just isn't there. So Silent going towards the phase boots. I actually think, as far as last hits go, yeah, Blizzy's not doing that bad. 15 to the 13 of the puck on the top lane as well. So both offlaners having a little bit of a good time. There's going to be the cask as well as the Phantom Lance. Pikachu, this could be a second kill. Empire, Vanskar, it's 3 heroes. Yume couldn't get there in time. And Vanskar picks up that kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Silent what's he going to do? He's just going towards the phase boots and he's not actually going to look for the kill onto Blizzy. As Vansko rotates in, pulls the creeps round. And Pikachu Muriel just still sitting in this mid lane from the top lane. Wants to give Pikachu as much of an advantage as possible, and now that FN's level 5 as well, got himself a point into the Phantom Rush. Oh, Maposhka just burrow strikes himself up onto the high ground, just looking for the stack. Is going to be able to get it.
A prize.
Muriel gets the deny on the room. Maposhka burrow strike. Is it in range? Just a wee bit out.
Just what the doctor ordered.
So the axes fly through. FN taking a lot of harass, but again, we've seen Empire turn this around twice. Pikachu charges up. Bot lane though, they're going to go for it on the bottom lane. The cooldown comes through and Blizzy is going to be picked up by Silent.
Enjoy your nap.
Yume coming through, got 2 points into the Impale. FN, Miposhka moving through from the trees. FN may be using himself as bait to get the heroes lured in. Yumi comes through, there's going to be the burrow strike into the trees, the Phantom Lance comes out as well, and he doesn't have the Spike Carapace just yet. Is it going to be enough damage? Barely gets the TP away. I think the tower was milliseconds away from finding the kill though. So now Nyx Assassin. Just Nyx. Nyx Assassin's being played up by Ghostic, by Yume even. Get my teams mixed up and my players mixed up. It's going to be a long day. But yeah, Nyx has got himself the mana shield now. He's got 4 points into the Mystic Snake, so Ghostic does need to be careful about coming up close, because if the snake bounces to him, it's going to be a lot of HP and a lot of mana being drained from him.
Dire are scanning.
Speaking of the Nyx Assassin, he's rotated himself around and it looks like the Gyrocopter has abandoned this lane. Maybe knowing that there's 2 heroes missing on the map. Just didn't want to put himself in harm's way, so he's recruited his 2 supports.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Death and gold are linked.
So he's going to go towards the Mask of Madness. Vansko just got himself Boots award. He's going towards the Magic Stick top lane. Ghostic is only level 5. If you take a look at the hero levels, Clockwork's level 6, so he does have the hook, should be able to go roam. And this is where FN could be in a little bit of trouble in the mid lane. With that lockdown potential, which way does Blizzy go here? The call down coming through. It's going to be Yume being picked up. 3 heroes from the side of Empire, 4-0. And Muriel Blizzy forced to abandon the plan to attack the mid lane. Attack the bottom lane. FN going to go straight for the defusal.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structure.
And it just leaves the Beastmaster to push in this mid lane as he got himself the 4 points. He does have 4 points into the Call of the Wild now, so going to be able to pick himself up those neutral creeps and start stacking a Beastmaster army. Top lane, Mana Burn comes out onto Ghostic. Maposhka is there. Vansko rotating through from the right hand side as well. There's going to be the cast dropped, but no real follow up. So with the Hawk rotating over, doesn't have that invis anymore.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'll take that.
Pension.
He may be able to find FN though. He's going to go for the regen rune. Roar is available. The Phantom Lance comes out. Pikachu taking a lot of damage from these illusions. The chase comes through. Ghostic's going to be there with the Dream Coil as well. Goes for the TP. Pikachu should be able to get himself away. The cast going to be dropped and as well as the Maledict. The Roar comes out onto Vansco. Vansco may take a drop. Goes down to Pikachu with his neutral creeps as well as his bow. But FN picks the kill up. So Phantom Lancer. Net worth. Top of the net worth. 1,000 gold above the Beastmaster. And quite close to the Diffusal Blade as well. He's got enough for the Robe of the Magi. Just needs the gold now for the recipe. But bot lane. Muriel's there. He's got himself the Cold Feet. 3 points into that. Nyx, no Stone Gaze just yet.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But Vansco TP's in and instantly silent Vansco move themselves away. 5-2, 11 minutes in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile on the mid, Pikachu, what's he going to try and do here with FN? Is he just going to try and push the lane out? Or just keep it even in the river, keep the pressure off this tier 1 tower that's getting pretty low. He can clear the illusions off from the PL quite effectively with those axes. Got 2 points in those. And now Vansco caught under the trees. The rocket flare comes out. I think it's just able to see him. But there's not going to be a hook as Blizzy rotates in. Does he throw it yet? Just holding Vansco. In the trees, Cast not going to bounce to anyone. Malik's going to be there with a mana shield. This should be the death of Vansco. Nyx does pick it up. Meanwhile, top of the river, there's going to be... Looks like it was a smoke being broke for Poshka. And he looks like he was going to go for the axes. The call down. Yuumi rotates it into that. Spike Carapace. Keeping Ghostic locked down for now, but I don't think Yuumi gets away. The chase comes out. The Burrow Strike is there if he wants to go for it. The right clicks. The Burrow Strike comes out. And Poshka picks up the kill. While Nyx picks up the tier 1 tower on the bot. Got himself the Mask of Madness, the Phase Boots. Again, 4 points into the Snakes, 4 points into the Split Shot now as well. So he's going to become a pushing master.
Is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So Blizzy trying to, gets the TP away. FN has the Diffusal Blade now, so that's going to be extra damage. It's going to be great gun against the Medusa. Axes fly out. Pikachu doesn't have the Roar for 33. And now FN looks like he wants to chase with the Lance. So many illusions coming out. Yuumi comes in through the stun with the Impale. But with the Ice Blast as well as the root, this could be the death of FN. Is there going to be an Axes to follow up? It's just barely off the mark as he dodges towards the right. Pikachu low on health and mana, but Yuumi gets it with the mana burn. Poshka reassuring his teammate, or maybe reassuring himself.
Top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
So
top
Nyx
tower is under attack.
got himself the Vendetta
Radiant
form,
structures are fortified.
but nobody using it just yet. Is looking for creeps in the mid lane. The cooldown was actually used to clear these off.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Spike Carapace cancels off the Sandstorm. And he keeps walking himself through with this Vendetta form, but it doesn't look like he wants to make a move. No backup coming through from the rest of his team.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire
I'll
is
take your
scanning.
tribute.
The Dire scan, they see the smoke.
Dire's middle tower is
It looks like
under
they want to
attack.
group up for a fight. The Nyx Assassin picks up the illusion, but Poshka's there into the Roshan pit. But now with 4 or 5 heroes up from Empire in this mid lane, are they going to go for the push? Maybe try and take a team fight. Ghostic just blinks himself down to the low ground. The Dream Coil was available if he wanted to blink forward onto Nyx. The hook comes through. Ghostic phase shifts away the Impale. The Silence comes out, still holding the Dream Coil for now. And it looks like Clockwork will be taking down the Maledict, the Ghost. Yeah, FN secures the kill onto Blizzy, but now Yuumi just moves himself away. And Ghostic, does he move himself back in? There's going to be the TP. Is there a cast to cancel this? 1 second away. So Medusa, 8.5k net worth, 2k above the PL, moving towards the Skadi.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Pikachu in the mid, he's got himself to level 11, 2.7k. I'm assuming he goes towards the Necrobuck with that. There's Ghostic and Poshka pushing up the top lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And the tier 1 tower should fall. It looks like there's not going to be any defense coming into it. They've got themselves a Kati to push in. Speaking of Katis, this tier 1 tower on the mid lane for the Radiant's going to be taking a lot of harass as well. It looks like with the Beastmaster, his creeps should be able to secure this. Silent hanging himself forward. But the Broader Strike comes through. They're going to be able to find the next assassin with the cooldown. Spike Carapace, but the second one, Miposhka, is he going to be able to get the last right click?
Bottom tower
They've got no reveal, so this Vendetta form should be Nyx Assassins. No, they get the Burrow Strike through. It's a blind Burrow Strike from Miposhka. And they find the kill. Meanwhile, Hook, not going to be on the mark for Silent. Nine to 4, 16 minutes in. Empire looking like they're going to be able to get themselves to the 10 kills first. So Ghostic, he's got himself the blink, going towards the Yule Scepter. Miposhka has the blink now as well. This could be big. It's going to be a double smoke coming out. Looks like they're hunting for the Medusa. Puck's rotating over as well. This ward does see Nyx. There's going to be the blink Burrow Strike. The silence comes out as well, so we can't get the mana shield off. And with the Maledict as well as the Death Ward, Nyx is going to take a fall. FN's not done yet, though. He gets the charge onto Muriel. Muriel being chased down. The double Burrow Strike and Clockwork could be the third kill of this fight. Even with the cogs, FN gets himself a triple. Meanwhile, mid lane, Silent pushing out. Yume as well as Pikachu is there to try and push it back, but it looks like FN, they want to go for the big push on the top lane, get themselves a tier 2 tower. And it's 12 to 4, 17 minutes in.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh, the sentry's being dropped. They know Yumi's around here somewhere. He moves himself just outside of the range. Ice Blast. FN dodges himself back into this, but Yume, I think they're going to try and bait it out. The Impale's going to be off the mark. FN runs himself away. Should not go down to the Shatter. No, he's got himself a decent amount of health. He's got himself the Diffusal Blade to slow down Yume on the chase now as well. And just gets himself out.
Mere coin. Where's my pension?
So FN.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What are they going to go for? I can hear the Burrow Strike. Miposhka, they're going to try and fight Roshan. Roshan being dumped by Nyx. Pikachu, they need to be quick on the uptake here. The ult comes through with the Spike Carapace, so he's not going to be able to jump. Vanscore coming in. He's got himself the Maledict as well as the Cask if he wants to throw this out. It's just going to bounce between the Necros. Meanwhile, back lines. They do take down Yume.
You belong in the ground.
And now Roshan. He's not at all that healthy. And it looks like Empire are going to be able to steal this Roshan away from M19. Top Dire, Jungle, Ghostic making a move onto Blizzy. Back in the Roshan pit, it is going to go Empire's way. The hook comes through, but the Aegis already picked up Blizzy a little bit too late to be able to take that Roshan. And he's going to pay with his life. Oh, we get ourselves a pause. Okay, we're going to be going silent pretty low, but he does have the Mask of Madness, so the heal should come through. Ghost Stick as well. Close to the heal scepter. Gold-wise, anyway.
Radiant's bottom tower.
FN with the Aegis. He's got himself a Yasha in his stash. Gonna TP himself up, going for the solo push with his illusions. Should be able to make quick work of this creep wave. As the push comes in from the Beastmaster on the tier 2 with the Necrobucks as well as the random creeps. Empire TP's down silent with the cooldown, but the road's going to be there. The road strike a little bit too short. Maposhka can't get the kill, but they can get the deny onto the tier 2 tower if that's what they really want. Meanwhile, back on the top lane, FN solo pushing this tier 2. It's down to about a third of its health. In fact, it's about a quarter now. Zumi actually rotates back in. The Ice Blast must have done work, and he gets the kill onto the the gyrocopter. The hook comes through onto FN. Is he going to be able to dodge away from this? The cogs push him back out though. So Yumi trying to run himself up the river to try and maybe join the fight. But it's 3 heroes. The epicenter comes through onto 3 as well. Muriel getting taken low. Ghostic finds the kill as Nyx gets the return kill onto the Sand King. Ghostic being chased down. Nyx with the Ice Guard. He's going to be able to slow up Ghostic. Ghostic is going to be able to get himself away. Mana Shield being burnt down. But Ghostic may be taken down. Yeah, the right click connects. And Yubi gets there as the fight's over.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Witch Doctor has got himself his own. No charges on that just yet, no mana. If we take a look at the actual items, it's 15 to 7 as well during the fight. So FN got himself the Boots of Travel, the Diffusal Blade, Yasha. As well as the bottle, still keeps the Aegis. Ghost Stick still going towards the Yule Scepter, I do believe. Dying puts him a little bit on the back foot. Meanwhile, Pikachu, what's that? He's got himself the level 2 Necrobug. Got himself a Medallion of Courage as well as the Boots of Travel, so he's going to be able to split push effectively where needs be. And Nyx with the Scard, he got himself the Mask of Madness and a Yasha as well. And he's learnt his lesson, keeps the Mana Shield on from now on. And Pikachu picks up Maposhka, just rotates in. And nobody's safe. The roar was committed from that. I think the Vendetta may have been used as well. So Nyx in the Vendetta form. Looks like he's just going to be doing a little bit of scouting.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Sees FN, he's still in the Vendetta form. There's going to be the Rocket Flare as well, but they need to see which one's the real FN, and he's going to use his Manta style that he's just picked up. TP's out. Yumi, is he going to do this? The Impale goes off, and FN has backup as well if you want to try and go for this fight. Yumi. No Vendetta form for 32, no TP, but FN goes the wrong way. Vanskor should spot him out. Is going to be able to spot him out. Does he throw the cask for the catch-up? Just gets the range to FN. If you can get the Phantom Rush Diffusal Blade, should be able to pick this up with the Lance, but he decides not to go for it. May actually go down to the Maledict. Oof, the Spike Carapace just to keep him alive. It's a bot lane. Pikachu with the push, Maposhka with the Sandstorm to try and delay, gets the Burrow Strike through, but there's going to be the Ice Blast. Ghosty comes through, does get a good Dream Cold, the Epicenter comes through just before the Roar can get off. But Pikachu still picks up the kill. Is he going to be able to get himself away with the cooldown silent? Gets the return kill.
That worked! Jackpot! Oh, look at it go!
Mid lane, FN, trying to just solo push. TP cancelled by Yumi though with the Impale. Just to be a bit of a pain in the ass to the Phantom Lancer. Make him walk from his shrine. You know, none of these TP into his creeps. But Empire take the tier 1 tower, but M19 grouping up. Do they want to try and take a fight? The Sand King's up on his own on the top lane, so this could be the advantage of the M19 need to try and take a fight, win a fight as well.
Incoming.
So Silent, the hook comes through, lands onto Silent. There's going to be the Ice Blast Blizzy. The BKB is popped, so it could be the return kill onto Blizzy. Not planning for this, and Silent picks it up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Run in hell!
Yumi, there's no vision to spot out the Nyx, but there is going to be a Shrine. Silence there as well. And the Nyx Assassin decides against it.
Haste.
A prize.
So the rotation coming in from Yumi. There's going to be a big smoke, but with the Vendetta form just wearing off. Medusa top of the hill. The rotation comes around. They are going to see this, the blink forward. There's going to be the Dream Call committed as well. It looks like the Phantom Lancer, as well as the rest of the team, should be able to find the kill onto the Medusa. Musta being forced after away, but Nyx, I don't think he gets himself out of this. Turns it around with the Stone Gaze. Does still go down, but does find the return kill onto Ghostic. Muriel being slowed down now by the Diffusal Blade, it looks like. With the call down just on the end of it, Muriel gets himself away. Missile should not be enough. And Blizzy finds a return kill onto Silent with the hook. Pikachu being right-clicked down by FN. There's the blade mail pop by Blizzy, but it's not going to be extremely effective as FN and his illusions were focused on Pikachu. Vansko drops the cask just to try and delay the rotation in from M19. And Poshka coming in from behind as well. Yumi wants this kill onto FN. FN pretty low. There's no shrine available.
Wait for it.
So Vansko may be the target here. Yumi. Ice Blast comes through. Impale a little bit off the mark, but with the TP and the Mana Burn. The Mana Burn and the Ice Blast going to be able to clean that one up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Silence. I'm out.
So Sand King, he's got himself a 4-star for Blink Dagger. If we take a look at the items actually, let's see what everyone's got. Silent's got himself the Dragon Lance. FN looks like he's going towards the heart. And he does have the biggest piece of that item, just cleaning up an illusion. Nyx has himself, and I mean the Medusa Nyx, got himself the Aghanim Scepter. So it's actually the Mystic Snake in it that gets upgraded from that.
Where's my pension?
Yeah, Silent gonna go towards the full Hurricane Pike. Ghostic, what's he actually got himself? Yule's Blink, going towards the Lincolns. And Roshan is back up in the next 46 seconds if Empire want to stack up for this. 19 to 12, 28 minutes in. Nearly needs about another 1200 gold for the heart on FN. Muriel going towards the Axe actually. He's got himself one piece of it.
Haste.
Yeah, Nyx just farms so fast, going towards the Manta style into the Butterfly. Gonna make it hard for FN to right click him down. Smoke not available for Vansko. What is, sorry, yeah, if he wants to use it, you've got Miposhka and Silent there. They could try and go for a rotation. But it looks like M19 want to be putting pressure onto the top lane. Maybe going to go for a 5-man fight after they take this tier 1 tower as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
So Silent able to find the kill. Ghostic, the roll's going to go, and it looks like they are going to be able to find the kill onto Vanscore as well. The hook comes through, but it's going to be a little bit off the mark. Cooldown. Pikachu trying to run himself away. Slow down. FN should be able to pick up this kill as Nyx gets the Shadow... the Stone Gaze even. Sorry, the Shadow Gaze. Nyx with the illusions as well from his Manta style. Is the chase going to be there? The missile comes through to slow him down as well. He's burning through the mana shield pretty quickly as well. Miposhka trying to run himself away. These illusions doing great work, and the Boros Strike comes back through. They find the kill onto Nyx Assassin. Blizzy trying to run himself away with the Blade Mail, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be 4 for 1. It should actually be 5 for 1. As Nyx Assassin buys back, tries to get himself back in, and Rush is available if FN dips his head back into there to see this now. It looks like they actually may be able to find the Nyx with the Yule Scepter. The reveal, the silence comes off, and Ghostic. So Empire 25 to 13, 30 minutes in. And this is going to be the second Roshan of the game.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Immortality.
So Phantom Lancer, he has his heart now, going to go back towards the butterfly.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So the push, Silent, Miposhka leading the line, FN's going to be there as well. The fortification comes out a bit early. But Nyx and Nyx will be back up in 19 and 14 respectively. This tier 3 tower should go down though. FN just leading the line. He's got himself the Aegis and a heart, so he's not really scared of anything. And yet this melee rack's taking a lot of harass now as well. Silent just sitting on the back. Right clicking with the rest of his team as FN tanks the front line. And with the Nyx and the Medusa coming back up, Empire just don't stay too long. They know they can be caught out if it gets a little bit tricky. Just back themselves away. FN goes to the bottom lane to push this in, but the chase is on. It looks like the cogs and the hook did land. Vanscore gets taken down. Muriel picks it up with that Ice Blast. FN moves himself. There's 2 heroes. This is going to be an impale as Ghostic was there for the backup.
Double damage.
So Muriel, halfway towards having the Aghanim Scepter. Nyx Assassin, what's he got? Let's take a look. Just as far as support items go, he's going towards the Force Staff, but he only really has that Blink Dagger. Medusa with the Mask of Madness, the Ice Guard, the Aghanim Scepter, as well as the Manta Style. Beastmaster, level 3 Necro. Rotation, I think Silent was spotted up by that high ground ward. Force staffs himself up onto the high ground himself, and it looks like they just want to pick off the shrines now.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
So Empire looking maybe to get a wraparound. Blizzy as well as Nyx are in the jungle. And the ward spots out the courier going back. Meanwhile, Radiant jungle, Yuumi as well as Pikachu. As far as the network goes, Puck gets the up there. He can't get the Dream Call though. The 2-man Boros Strike, the cooldown, and now the Dream Call used. It looks like Pikachu, Yuumi. Well,
See you in the spring.
they'll be taking a quick break. Buyback available on the Beastmaster though. Nyx Assassin's already used this. So Empire, are they going to go finish off the mid lane racks again? 2 heroes down, Nyx Assassin down for the next 35, no buyback. Silent wants to go, he puts the homing missile onto the Medusa, and Ghostic blinks himself up as well. Miposhka coming in with the right clicks, and it looks like the entirety of Empire stacking up. FN gets the lance onto Blizzy as well, just to keep him back, and those illusions stacking up. Beastmaster did buy back, he's still got himself the raw Aegis still available on the Phantom Lancer as well. It's going to be the roar on the back lines, the hook comes through onto the Gyrocopter as well. He is forced after away from the Ice Blast. May tick down as the Stone Gaze comes out, Aegis going to be popped. Epicenter channel, the Blink Borrow Strike comes through onto 2 as well. FN's back alive. This could be a great fight for the side of M19 though. They've already taken the Aegis. FN getting ticked pretty low, taken down there by Nyx as well. Vansco trying to do what he can. And it's going to be 3 heroes going down on the side of Empire. Ghostic blinks himself in though, tries to take down the clock with the Force Staff. Isn't going to be enough. The Snake from the Stone Gaze pops the Lincoln Sphere. But the Impale Silent comes back in with the BKB, trying to do what he can. Nyx is only on about half his health. No mana available for the mana shield as well. So Ghostic, Pikachu throws the axes, the phase shift, keeping him alive. Ghostic should be able to get himself away on the high ground.
Where's my pension?
And now Silent. Gonna go to a Lincoln Sphere of his own. 28 to 17. If we take a look at the actual net worth graph, it's getting up there. It does climb a little bit back down after that last fight. And the XP graph dropping as well.
I'll take that.
So Medusa going towards the Maelstrom. I actually think once she gets the gold for the Hyperstone, might have a full upgraded Melania as well. Yep, she finishes Thor's hammer. Proven herself worthy, and is she going to be able to swing it enough to make the difference in this match? Bot lane, FN stacking up with his illusions for the counter push. Nyx is hanging around in his Vendetta form as well. They do have the Beastmaster Muriel nearby if they can find the right one. Which I don't think they can. There is so many of them. FN going for the TP. Is he going to be able to cancel this with the Impale? Just gets it a little bit too late. And M19 rotated down for that kill. So, the push coming in on the top lane from the Radiant Empire. Maybe want a second set of racks. And it is protected. It's the best lane to push out with them still having the tier 1, the tier 2 as well as the tier 3 tower. It looks like they want to fight. The cooldown's going to be used. Medusa, they want to hang around in this. She's only got about half a mana left and the mana burn coming out now. Forced to use the Snake for the regen. Silent just right clicking down the racks. There's going to be a big Dream Coil onto the Medusa if they can keep it locked down for the fight. Meanwhile the hook and the roar comes onto the Silent as well. He's not going to be able to pop his BKB. It is going to be taken down by Muriel as well as the Ice Blast taking him down. So Blizzy trying to fight through. FN chasing down Pikachu. Can he get it? The Stone Gaze comes out. Oh, the illusion gets it just at the very end. And now FN just outside of the base. Yuumi underneath the sentry now as well, being spotted out. But the melee rack still stands. It is going to be regenning up.
And it's off. Death and gold are linked. Invisibility.
PL gets himself an invis. Miposhka shows himself on the bot lane, blinks right up into Blizzy. Is it going to be Hook? The Hook does come out. With the battery assault on the cogs, the Impale as well, this could be a dead Sand King. Tries to drop the Sandstorm, but with the Ice Blast coming through, it doesn't even need it. Blizzy picks up the kill, and FN can do nothing but watch. So Vansco got himself a Solar Crest. Taking a look at the items again. Yuumi is going to spot him though. There could be a kill on here. What was dropped? It's actually a Sentry Ward. And I think Yuumi walked himself into this, so Vansco immediately throws on the heal and starts to walk himself away. So Roche, 15 seconds, it is going to be a quick one.
Regeneration.
Yeah, Nick's on the Medusa. You know, that's not confusing at all. But, what's he got himself? He's got himself... Looks like he's going towards the MKB. As FN. As well as the gyrocopter, I think, has both got a butterfly, so Nyx needs that accuracy chance. So, DD Medusa. 5 heroes stacked up. I think they may go towards Roshan with the Hawk to be able to scout this out. M19 can move themselves into the pit.
Radiant are scanning.
The scan comes out. They see the Dire in there. They might come for the wraparound as well. The cooldown's going to come through as well. Onto 3 heroes. Nyx instantly pops that mana shield. And it looks like the Beastmaster's going to be taken down. FN throwing all his illusions now as well. 2 heroes down already. Mural can't do anything. The Epicenter's going to come through as well. Nyx getting pretty down low. Might go down but pops the Stone Gaze. Silent Force staffed in there. The Bow Strike does come through Yuumi. So Aegis going to be picked up by Yuumi. Just runs himself away, but it's going to be 4 heroes down. And now the chase comes out. There's going to be the Spike Carapace. Yuumi being chased down by Silent. Tries to get the impale, but it's not going to be enough. Aegis going to be popped. And the buyback comes through from Muriel, maybe just to try and throw the Ice Blast out, maybe pick up whatever he can. The Spirit Lance, Yuumi gets taken down. And it's going to be 3 heroes, 2 buybacks used. FN looking for the push. And with only 2 heroes up, no buybacks available on the side of M19. There should be a second set of racks.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So the hook comes in, latches onto Ghostic. This could be a decent kill if he can find it, but Blizzy is going to be caught by the missile as well as FN and his army of illusions. Good game is going to be called. M19 unfortunately going to be crashing out, but Empire moving on to face up against Vega Squadron on the 28th. So Empire take the series 2-0, and M19 put up a good fight, but in the end just couldn't sustain themselves, and Empire win the second game. We are going to be taking a quick break. We'll be back in about 40 minutes for the second game of the day. You do have me all day casting. The second game is going to be Effect versus Team Spirit, I do believe, and then we move on to the South American qualifiers. But for now, again, we'll take a quick break, we'll jump to the cover screen, throw some music on, and we'll come back in about 40 minutes. So I will see you then.